Hi there. Welcome to our web tutorial on how to invest to reach a financial investment goal. We will show you how to create an investment strategy for some of the most common financial goals. This can be an investment to buy a house, or build a safety net for your family, or anything else that you have in mind. Press Step In and get started with the first screen. First, we need to select the goal category we want to pursue. In this tutorial, we want to invest to reach a financial goal. This means that we want to accumulate wealth for potential future expenses. On the next page, we select the type of goal we are interested in. Let's say our goal is centered around family and further about building a safety buffer for the future. After selecting your investment goal, you can begin filling out our investment mission statement. You choose over how many years you want to achieve your goal, your investment currency, and the level of the investment goal. Please note that under fair use you can only specify investment goals of up to 500,000 Swiss francs, euro, or US dollars. If your investment goal is higher, you can buy a day pass or contact us for customized solutions. As soon as you finish the first paragraph, the next text element opens. You will now be asked what capital you want to use to achieve your goal and whether you want to bring in additional funds on a regular basis. Note that the system automatically suggests a contribution frequency in red that aims to minimize transaction costs. In general, we do not recommend reinvestments below 500 Swiss francs, euro, or dollar per period. For example, if you can invest 250 Swiss francs per month, we recommend investing 750 Swiss francs quarterly. For any investment frequency, the system will show you a value range for additional investment contributions that seem plausible given your investment target and starting capital. We recommend staying somewhere in this range. If you deviate too much from the proposed range and risk making your investment goal implausible, the proceed arrow will deactivate and you will receive a notification message when you click on the arrow. After passing this plausibility check, you can proceed to the next page for setting the priority of your goal. All investment goals are important, but some goals are more important than others. Missing to buy a luxury watch is hardly the same as missing the investment target for a healthcare expense. Setting the priorities right is hence essential in our tool. When setting the goal priority, we want you to ask what consequences it would have for you not reaching this goal. You should select high or essential if not reaching this goal has strong consequences for your financial well-being. If the consequences are minor, you can select negligible or low and press the proceed arrow. Given the hierarchy of financial needs, we give you a recommended priority level that you can follow or neglect. Keep in mind, goals with strong consequences for your financial needs go along with less risky strategies and vice versa. Less risk also means less upside potential for your strategy. You can find more about this especially important topic under Know-How Hub, Setting the Priorities Right. With the goal priority set, we turn to some basic onboarding information that is required by regulators. Information about your age, your profession, your income, and your savings help us to estimate the riskiness of your job and hence your so-called human capital. It will help us to indeed derive a fully tailored investment proposal, which is one of a kind and only fits you. Further questions on your financial know-how and your risk attitude help us to estimate a preliminary risk score required by regulators. With all the previous inputs, we can make a first assessment of your risk profile score. Please confirm our estimate, or in case you know your risk profile from other financial services, select your appropriate profile. A high score allows you to take more risk, however, it also can lead to heavier losses as shown in the chart. If you feel unsure about your risk profile, you can take a risk tolerance and knowledge test. Each test will lead to an updated risk profile estimation. With pressing confirm, you are triggering now the strategy calculation. The calculation is now in process. In the meantime, you can increase your financial knowledge by answering some simple questions while waiting, or you can close the question box if you are unwilling to do so. You will be notified as soon as the investment strategy is established so you can proceed to the strategy dashboard. The strategy dashboard is the centerpiece of our platform. It is split into three major areas. On top you have the various dashboard tabs that allow you to fine-tune your goal. Some other tabs on the right become accessible only after you successfully derived a feasible investment strategy, but more about that later. On the left you have our mission statement summarized. We can only alter your mission statement while we are on the Control Center tab. There is also an expert mode with more advanced settings. The center of the page contains all necessary information about how feasible our goal is. On the upper left we see the target indicator and next to it the so-called feasibility box. Both elements are in red, indicating our investment target is not feasible, meaning that it is right now just too ambitious given our wealth expectations. The center shows two barometers. The upper barometer is the so-called goal barometer. It shows our starting capital and our investment target. The investment target of 50,000 Swiss francs is in the non-feasible area. As said before, given our calculation it is too ambitious for the given importance or goal priority. The investment engine also calculates what would be a feasible investment target, which is shown here in green. For the given starting capital, the regular contributions, the time horizon, and the importance of the goal, it would estimate around 43,000 Swiss francs as feasible. The distance to our investment goal can also be illustrated via the wealth projections, shown under the goal projection tab. The information here is already giving us hints about the proposed asset allocation over time and how far our feasible investment target is from what we want to achieve. Next to the wealth trajectories we can see a bar illustrating what wealth level is feasible given our goal priority. The diamonds at the end of the trajectories show how much wealth can be reached for varying goal priority levels. Although we do not recommend changing the priority away from our recommendation, you can see how the feasible target would change if we had selected a higher or weaker priority, or mathematically speaking a different success probability. Going back to the control center, we can use the system to show us the optimal solution for our investment goal. By clicking on Use Optimal Solution, we learn about the required optimal contribution that is necessary to reach our investment goal. By clicking on this tab, the mission statement is adopting the new contribution. In this instance, increasing the contribution from 700 Swiss francs to 840 Swiss francs would be enough to reach our target wealth level. We can now look at how the goal projection has changed. As you can see, under all three scenarios, we expect the goal to be reached. In this example, the investment strategy is not even expected to be counter-cyclical, meaning it stays unchanged until reaching our target, which is often the case for low-risk strategies that require high priority. What is shown in the most left pie chart together with the percent values on the right represent your initializing portfolio composition. In this case, our starting investments would allocate 30% into equities, 30% into bonds, and the rest into cash. If we are unable to increase our regular contribution, we can click again, back to original solution, change the investment target towards a more feasible level, or increase, for example, the investment horizon. In any of these cases, we will have to recalculate the strategy by pressing the Recalculate button. Let us assume we cannot contribute more regularly to achieve our goal and that we want to keep the priority set at high. We therefore need to change our ambition and reduce the goal target to something that is feasible and appropriate given the importance of the goal. We can shift the investment target indicator to the feasibility range or change the number directly in the input field and press Recalculate. The target indicator and the feasibility box are now green. Your investment target can be reached with the required degree of confidence. We can confirm this result by visiting the Goal Projection tab and the Cash Flow Projection tab. With your goal in green, the button Show My Investment Portfolio is flashing. With a click on the button, we will start creating your investment proposal, which contains specific recommendations for investment products. This requires that you accept our terms and conditions for investment advice via the pop-up window. See Results. Note, your email is being used to send the investment PDF along with instructions on how to implement your investment strategy. It is not used for marketing or transferred to third parties. You will receive these emails after clicking Last Step. By accepting our terms and conditions, the second section of the investment dashboard is being enabled. We can see now, along with the initializing portfolio, the exact investment products that we need to purchase for our goal, and you can dig down to the bottom of each product. If you doubt that just 2 ETFs for stocks and bonds can ever be as good as an expensive multi-asset strategy, then we recommend you go to Know How Hub, Top of Mind, and do a performance comparison with the product of your choice and our strategic top of mind portfolios. You will be surprised. Turning now to the Scenario tab. The Scenario Analysis is an important tab that allows you to get some feel about the riskiness of your initializing portfolio. This means your starting investment. On the top you can see various crises that have caused major market corrections in the past back to 1980. You can click, for example, on the COVID-19 market crash and observe how much your investment portfolio would have lost compared to a pure 100% domestic equity investment. Along with the accumulated loss, you can also see how long it took to reach the low point and how long the market needed to fully recover all losses. If you want to learn more about the individual crises, you can click on the web link, and it will open another window with more information on what has happened. The next tab looks at estimated net asset growth and investment costs. We estimate how much the pure implementation of the investment strategy will cost over time. These costs are called unavoidable and refer to transaction, product, and deposit costs. The estimated return on your investment, shown above left, is net of all unavoidable costs. Potential management fees of an assumed 1% and their estimated impact on your asset performance are presented under avoidable costs. The good thing is that you can avoid this impact on your wealth if you manage your assets yourself instead of paying someone else to do it. We now reach the Last Step tab, where we finalize the creation of our targeted investment portfolio. On this tab, we can download our investment strategy as a PDF, send it to an advisor of our choice, and complete the process by exiting the dashboard. We recommend that you first download the attached PDF. Parallel to the download, an email with the PDF will be sent to your mailbox as well. The PDF provides detailed guidance on the next steps required to implement our goal portfolio. Most important is the transaction table on page 5, which lists the investment products. Pay special attention to the correct exchange, currency, and number of ETF shares to be purchased for the strategy implementation. With this, you have tailored your investment strategy far beyond any other investment platform currently available. Congratulations! Please use the Exit Dashboard tab to fully complete the investment process. But before you do, please consider helping us remain independent and continue to develop our investment platform. Every donation helps us to further democratize access to financial markets and capital gains. And always remember, it's investing made easy for everyone.